summer. This is our final fishing tips of the season. Ray Gildow, the Nisswa Guides League, has more.
Let's face it, we live in Minnesota where the weather pattern is anything but stable. You've been on a hot bite, things have been great, and a cold front moves in. What do you do and why should you do it? Did you ever stop and think about how that cold front is affecting the fish? When the barometric pressure goes through the roof, we don't feel it, but the fish feel it. And they actually feel it in their swim bladders, which a lot of people don't understand. So those fish that were previously maybe in shallow water, to get away from that pressure, move to deeper water. By doing that, it releases the pressure on their swim bladder, which makes them feel cranky and not really want to eat a whole heck of a lot.
In fact, we've gone over walleyes with cameras, underwater cameras, and actually seen them bury their noses right into the sand. And we've had jigs and minnows and things go right by them, and they absolutely don't move or look at them. So you think, well, there's a cold front. We can't catch fish, we might as well not go today. But that isn't always the case. There are different techniques that we can use and try to get these fish to bite when the cold front comes through. What would you use with your bassing?
Oh, normally I'd be throwing something about this size. In a cold front though, I'm gonna downsize. You may not always want that giant steak, but if someone throws a cookie in front of you, you'll have a little nibble of it. Also, I'd slow down. Make that retrieve, do whatever you can possibly to be as slow as possible. Those fish are not feeling active, but if you throw it right in their face, there's a good possibility of them hitting it.
Same thing with a worm. If I'm fishing and the bite is really good, I might be using a 10 and 11 inch worm, but when the cold front comes through, I downsize. Sometimes I put a wacky worm. I just put a hook in the middle of this and just let it float slowly in the water column, and that's all it takes to trigger them sometimes. So go slow and small and give it a try. I'm Ray Gildow with the Nisswa Guides League.
And I'm Andy Eric, the bass and biologist.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.